After about 21 years of stalled negotiation on World Trade Organization, WTO Fisheries Subsidies being stalled as a result of not finding a common ground by member countries. The jinx was finally broken at the recently held 12th Ministerial Conference in Geneva, Switzerland. The agreement on fisheries subsidies adopted at the MC12 marked a major milestone as enshrined under Article 5, which states that WTO members agree not to provide subsidies to fishing and fishing-related activities on the high seas that are outside the competence of a regional fisheries management organization. Addressing a news conference during her working visit to the Nigerian's Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment in Abuja, the Director General, World Trade Organization, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, said the agreement is a historic achievement for the membership, being the first sustainable development goal, targeted to be fully met through a multilateral agreement. She said the agreement will put a stop to harmful fishery subsidies, which are a key factor in the widespread depletion of the world's fish stocks, adding that Nigeria must be one of the first countries to adopt the agreement, as 2/3 of members have to deposit their instrument of acceptance for it to be operational.
We started a $20 million fund. We've already mobilized $5 million and we will continue to mobilize. It's a rolling fund. This is to enable developing countries build capacity for fisheries management under this agreement.
The agreement represents a historic achievement for the membership as the first sustainable development goal, SDG target met through a multilateral agreement. The World Trade Organization's Director General also highlighted some deals that were abandoned for years but finally brokered during the MC12.
On the TRIPS waiver, the decision is immediate. So there's nothing to be done. Any country that has manufacturing capacity now can use its legal instrument that is available to override the patent and be able to have access to those patents and manufacture those vaccines.
The Minister of State, Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, Mariam Katagun, said President Muhammadu Buhari has already directed for the process of preparing a council note for the Federal Executive Council to do the needful to consolidate the landmark achievement of the Geneva Conference.
And we're going to look at areas of linkages, particularly agriculture. There's a Green Imperative project that I know that's coming up. That is something that is going to create food security for the country, in such that we may not just be food secure, we may be able to supply both food and fertilizer to other countries of the world.
Since about 250 million people globally depend on fish and about 12 million in Africa, the WTO said there would be further negotiations with stakeholders to deepen the agreement. CNN News.